Hey, what's up, YouTube? This your boy, the Dreadhead Ninja Bot Rodimus Black, coming back to you again with another video. And today I am sick as a dog, man. I caught the flu earlier this week. Well, actually, like Sunday, and I have been on my ass ever since, which is why I've not yet posted another video since the Gym Bio Devastator. But before I get started, I do want to take out a minute to thank everybody who has liked and subscribed to my videos. Please stay tuned. I do want to continue doing this and putting out more stuff. I think I also got the lighting situation fixed. My wife went ahead and hooked me up with a nice super bright light from Rolino or something like that. So, we should have a much better viewing experience on this one. But do excuse my voice, excuse the sniffling. Like I said again, I'm a little under the weather. But I'm going to muscle through this one anyway. And we're going to get this one done. I'm not going to hold you up too long. So let's get started. So what we're talking about today is Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Boom. All right. So the reason I wanted to first talk about this one is because this is actually the very first piece that I've ever collected. All right. I remember it was about maybe 2000, maybe 2001. And I went into a store which is no longer around called Ames. If you're from like the northern area, you might remember that from back in the day. But yeah, I went in there. I was maybe like 19 years old, maybe 20. And I went up inside there and I saw Voltron sitting there on the shelf and I instantly had to buy it. Now, I had never purchased a toy for myself as an adult until this figure right here came out. Now, that's not to say I don't have some toys in my collection that predate this Voltron. Obviously, I have some stuff that that was around from when I was a kid that I held on to all these years. But this is the first piece that I actually bought as an adult collector. And I don't know, man. It just reminds me of like back in the day when I would run across the street to my homeboy Jose's house before school. And we would both sit there and we would just watch Voltron first thing in the morning every day. And then we walk to school and, we just sit there and we talk about the episodes. And his mom actually used to, his mom used to let us use her car. No keys involved, but she would let us use her car. And we would pretend like the car was Voltron and we were like the pilots inside the car. So, I mean, it was a really, really good time back then, and Voltron, it just takes me back to those days, and I'm really digging the new series that came out on Netflix. I mean, it's freaking awesome. Now with this figure right here, this shelf piece I got, he actually still has all of his accessories. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you. There's the little black lion pilot that came inside of him. If you look right there, hello, there's a little green lion pilot. It's the red lion pilot. And down here at the bottom in the feet, we got yellow and blue lion pilots still too. So I try to do a good job of keeping a hold of all my stuff and keeping it in good condition. He's a little dusty. Wipe that off real quick. All right, but yeah, that's my that's the first piece I ever collected, and that began everything for me, And here I am, about 20 years later. And I'm still collecting Transformers. I'm still collecting all the action figures that I love. And it's a good time. It's always a good time. Always takes you back to the good old days whenever you pick up something like this and play with it. And it's just nice when people come over to my house. I can show them where it all began when they stop and look at my toy collection. All right, so that's enough for that guy. Second one I want to talk about is the Playmates Voltron. Alright, is that in frame? Yep. Okay, cool. Alright, so I love this Voltron. I really do. I love Netflix's and DreamWorks' new take on Voltron. It's a great update to the series. It's a lot better than that one that came out a few years ago. The one where I think Swiss Beats did the soundtrack for that one. It was terrible. But I was still disappointed that we didn't get a toy for that one. Now, I do want to say, just real quick, the combined version of this one was probably one of the biggest letdowns of my adult toy collecting life. I bought that thing, and within a matter of, I'll say, 24, 48 hours, I already had it sold on eBay and shipped off to somebody else. When you put it together, if you have it, you already know the sides of the lion arm actually have to move in order for the arms to go up and down. You can barely untab the arm lions from the main body. It has zero posability. It was just, to me, I mean, again, if you like it, I'm happy for you. But I hated it. So if you liked it, don't skewer me. That's just my personal opinion. The thing did not fit into my collection. I did not like it at all. Another pointless thing I see on this guy is this. I like the lights.
We are Voltron.
But the sounds are just not necessary at all. They could have just made the wings light up or something like that, or maybe added some lights onto the other part. Maybe add a little bit more color. But maybe I'm just overthinking it. I mean, this thing is supposed to be for kids. Excuse me. I just wish they had like a version for collectors. It would be really, really nice if some third-party company just came along and made this guy and did him right. I think that'd be really awesome. Those wings flap all the way up. He has his blazing sword. Pew pew. Little missile in the mouth of the green lion. It's a good figure. If you just really... I'm going to turn that off. If you just really like the show and you really want to just have a figure on your shelf that makes you, that gives you that feeling like, when you're in the show you can have that piece to own, then this is definitely the one I would go with. The combined version was just garbage. Just straight garbage. The arm lines were the same size as the leg lines. I mean, you would wonder, did Playmates even watch the show before they made it? It was an absolute catastrophe. But if you could tell, I've been working on painting it, doing some details in the lining and everything like that, kind of dirtying him up a little bit, give it a little bit more detail, bring him to life a little bit more. And I mean, honestly, I love it. I do. I love the piece. I love it. This is really dope. I dig it. I do. I just wish the lions, could disassemble from the main body and you can play with them individually and then put them back together. That would have made this absolutely fantastic. But, that's what we got, and this is what I got. So I like it. Whatever. All right. So the last Voltron. Oh, no, excuse me. I have one more Voltron I want to talk about before I get to my customized Voltron. All right. And this is the one my wife bought me. Boom. Funko Pop Voltron. Isn't that adorable? That's just cute. I'm not really a Funko Pop guy at all, but I got the Funko Pop of Voltron, and I also got some Alien and Predator Funko Pops too, just to add a little bit of cuteness, I guess, to my collection. It just brings things to life, It's like you see all these dope ass figures on the shelf, and then all of a sudden you just see a Funko Pop, and it's like, whoa, that doesn't belong here, but then it does. So yeah, there we go. It's pretty cool. All right. Last but not least, now before I show them, just want to let you know I've been a member of TFW 2005, the board, since I want to say 2009, under the handle Rodimus Black. I've maybe submitted about 7 or 8 customs to the forums before I kind of just petered off. Why, I don't know. Just stopped posting after a while. But I didn't stop customizing. I kept going. I love making custom figures. I guess maybe I just don't like putting my work out there for everybody to judge and critique what I do. It just kind of takes the fun out of it sometimes. But here I am today. I'm going to show you what I came up with. And he is posted on TFW if you want to check out some photos of him. Again, you already know my handle name is Rodimus Black. But here we go. Here is my custom Voltron. You better stand. Don't embarrass me in front of all these people on YouTube. There we go. Cool. All right, so here we go. There he is. All 5 lions. He does disassemble and reconnect. The arm lines actually came from a thrift store. My wife and I were walking around in the store, and she saw this guy and this guy, and she was like, "Ooh, baby, these look like they'd be great for Voltron." And I was like, "Yo, those actually would be perfect for a Voltron." So I brought him home, cut him in half, and added some articulation to it. Let me go ahead and pop these off. These are just connected by like ratcheted connecting joints from Legos, which gives him some articulation up and down. And then he can also get his arm out to about right there. Not superposable, but I think I did a pretty good job. All right. But yeah, so you see right here in the middle, I just cut it down and added a ratcheting joint right there. Paint still wearing off. Then I added a connecting joint, which pushes all the way back. And the legs do forward. Front legs down. And blah. You got your red lion. Roar, or meow, whatever. Excuse me. You hear me? I am on a lot of medicine right now. I'm trying to just get this knocked out. Alright, so I made him, and I gave him like this cool little effects on his wings with like this translucent plastic that you can see that lines the interior of the wings. I'm not sure how well that's going to translate on the film, but I gave him those. Head does move around. It's just a ball joint. I don't know if it shows up, but it's right up inside of there. A lot of this is just Power Ranger pieces. The arms came from Power Rangers. The legs both came from Power Rangers. And then the middle of the head is Power Ranger. And then the body and legs are just a hodgepodge of other figures that I had, figures and parts that I just had lying around. The legs are ball jointed, so you get up, back, a little bit out, a little bit of knee, swivels, all that other good stuff. Now, because of the Voltron series that came out, I gave them a really cool accessory that I kind of like. These right here, his back wings are just ball jointed on. So I pop those off. Then boom. I got these from a Gundam that I had laying around. You never know what you're going to have. That's why I try to maintain a good inventory of parts. So whenever I bump into like a lot of like used or broken toys or something like that on eBay or at the fairgrounds or something, I don't know, I just snatch them up because you never know what you're going to need. Never know when you're going to be in the mood to build something. So it's always good to have a surplus. But yeah, I thought that gave them a pretty different look. I think I kind of like the regular wings better, but I was all up on the new Voltron series, and I was like, oh man, that'll be a great idea. Let me go ahead and try that out. So I did that. They still separate, fold out, reveal like some thrusters in his back. So now it's like Voltron has this like turbocharge now. When you need to get across the entire galaxy in a matter of minutes. You just got to upgrade. Alright. So there's that. But wait, there's more. I also gave him an actual blazing sword. Excuse the missing paint. I just haven't gotten around to finishing it. But I just wanted to post this video. But yeah. Basically on this one, what I did was I took the wire and I framed it out. I'm sure you can see it on the inside. Just framed it into the look that I wanted. And then I have this clear plastic. I just would lay it down on top of it. And I just heat it with the heat gun real gently. Just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on the heat gun. Until it just wrapped around. And I think it gave it a really, really cool, like almost electricity, energy kind of vibe to it. Alright. And I used these from another figure that I had. I can't remember which one. But they had these two little like 3mm pegs. And I snuck pegs into the mouths of the lions. So that I can just do that. We can hold that one. Then I was like, why stop there when we can give them a nice dope ass energy shield as well. Right? So again, we got the little peg back there. It has a nice little energy look. Try to make that emblem look as Voltron as possible. Try to make the cross on the middle match the one right there. Yeah. And that can fit snugly right into the lion's mouth as well. And now, custom Voltron is bow. ready for battle. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be slicing and dicing road beasts all night, every day. That's how we do it, okay? Whatever. All right, but yeah, that's my custom Voltron. And if I can get it in the screen, look what my wife got me this year. And it wasn't even my birthday. Bam. My girl got me a complete Castle of Lions. And it had a box to it too. The boxes beat the hell up, but I don't care about that. But the Castle of Lions is in phenomenal condition. Now this isn't my first time owning a Castle of Lions. Like I did have one a long time ago, but I sold it. You know, sometimes money gets tight. You got to make some sacrifices, and that Castle of Lions had to go. But you know, things are doing a whole lot better now, and my wife went ahead and she bought me this and surprised me. Man, I could not be happier. Like, not only does it have a center tower, but it also has all the little guns here on the towers, and I do mean all of them. You know, whenever I see this on eBay, I don't see a lot of people with that. I really don't. Then you open it up, and ta-da! Check that out. I mean, you got like all the accessories over here for King Alfor's chamber. I think I screwed his name up, but whatever. But yeah, you got all those. You got the little dove. I think that's supposed to be a crane or something. But you have the interior guns. Have the computer system with the little chair. Show all the lions. I mean, the stickers are great on this. I mean, I could not ask for a better set, a better Voltron. And not only did it come with that, but it also came with a couple of the original Paladins of Voltron. So we got Keith, and we got Hunk, and we got King's Archon. And I got a couple keys to go with it. So I'm a super happy collector. Yeah. Oh, ooh, watch. Oh, even got the main key. Got the main key. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. I'm spoiled as fuck. That's cool though. I work hard and I collect hard too. Starting to feel like the Thanos of the toy game, man. Got the dopest collection ever. One of these days, after the holidays start next year, I do want to do a collection video and display like and show off like my whole collection. As I said, I mean, I've been collecting for about 20 years now, and I've amassed a huge toy collection. I mean, it's actually ridiculous. It's to the point now where we are looking to move just so that I have more space for my toys. It's ridiculous. All right, so final shot before we go. There's one. There's 2, 3, and 4. So, as it stands, this is my Voltron collection. All right. And I mean, I did have the vehicle Voltron once upon a time. I also had the Masterpiece Voltron. Y'all remember which one I'm talking about? The one that came in that book. It was like all die cast. I wasn't a fan of that one. I don't like toys that I can't play with. And I didn't feel like I could play with that. The metal, it was heavy die cast with very flimsy plastic rubbery joints in the middle. And that thing was just wobbling all over the place. I'm not a fan of that. Then I also had the Stealth Voltron that came out in the 2000s with this guy. And I sold him as well on eBay. So that took me down to just these 4 Voltrons right here, plus my castle. One day I do hope to maybe get the Ultimate Voltron EX. Or maybe I might stumble upon that Gold Lion Voltron, the other one that came out. That one is pretty dope too. But I think that one would be nice as well. But I really do. I want like a third-party company to make a new version of this for Voltron right here. All right. But that's it. I'm not going to just sit here and keep blabbing. But until next time, y'all be cool. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Appreciate the support. Y'all be cool. Have happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate. Peace and love throughout the whole world. Till next time. Deuces.